I'm Wyatt Granger. I hope you enjoy the rest of this videomentary, whatever it is. And, yeah.
Sometimes being a part of the Juice Tigers is less like being in a band and more like being part of some huge cluster of a circus. I mean, it's insane. You never know what's going to come out of somebody's mouth or what they're going to do. But all in all, it's a pretty rewarding experience.
Oh, managing Stuart and the Juice Tigers. It's a pretty sweet role because this is a big, big task to take on. I mean,
I'm gonna give it a little wham bam in the G spot.
Between switching back and forth with managing and running all our sound for recording purposes.
I'm gonna give it a little wham bam in the G spot.
Keeping everyone in line and making sure no one, including myself, strangles Mike for being way too particular and being so nitpicky that people just want to slap him around like a used hooker. I mean, especially with that hair, you kind of want to just pull his hair back and slap the shit out of him sometimes.
Yeah, usually whenever you record anything, really, I mean, usually the first thing to go on is the drums, because obviously they're like it's like the foundation where like everything's just kind of built up. And just personally for me, whenever I do drums, I like to do them alone. I don't know, that's just kind of how I work. The guys understand it. And, they're okay with it because they know that, that's how I work and that's how they're going to get the best out of me. And I have that same sort of trust in their abilities as well.
After Chris finishes recording all of his drum parts, I'm usually the next one to come in and I'll start putting down some guitar tracks. Oops. Usually I do everything that requires the clean channel first, and then I'll add a new track or layer to the recording. At that point I'll start putting down the distortion parts if the song calls for it. And then from there it's just a matter of mixing it all together to get the volumes between the multiple tracks equal and make sure they're all on time with the drums.
Oh, hi. I'm Wyatt Granger, mother of three. You may also know me as the bass player from Stuart and the Juice Tigers. Being a mother and a full-time bass player is a very serious job. And sometimes I just don't know how to handle it. Mike. The hardest part sometimes is dealing with my guitar player, Mike. And sometimes he just makes these strange faces. And I know he's not doing it on purpose, but I don't think he knows sometimes.
So after Wyatt goes in and lays the bass tracks, I generally will just, they'll call me in, I'll come out, pop out the lead guitar tracks. Recording lead guitar with Stuart and the Juice Tigers is a lot like doing Mexican speedballs while on LSD. It's just fast-paced, comes rocking at you, boom, 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 and then you have all these strange characters there. And they're just doing things and making sure that you're not going to be able to get your tracks laid down. And it's just one of those processes that, wouldn't be the same without all these guys.
So essentially me and Jacob decided to record together so that way we could lock in our intonation and whatnot. Horns usually go in after the bass, drums, guitar. all that fun stuff. So I've been a Juice Tiger now for about 6 months or so. And it was a little lonely at first. I was up there, just the only horn player. And then we finally found Jacob, so it was kind of nice to have someone else to torment a little bit. So John likes to give us a lot of shit. And sometimes he comes up with things to say faster than we can come up with anything to rebuttal with. So usually we just tell him to go f*** himself.
It looks something like this without the corks.
You, John. In the words of Mike's mother, you, John.
Oh, well, fine. You. Shut the up, John. That hurt his ears.
John?
Hey, kill yourself, John.
I guess typically the vocals are going to be the last part that you really throw into any recording, which works out, great for me because I can just walk in. I don't even really have to set up. Just show up, do my thing, and just leave pretty much. Real simple, clean and cut.
Push comes to shove, now she's taking off her gloves. Another round with the one I love. It's Friday night, she'll drink it and start a fight. Another round with the one I love.
Yeah, I think Kyle does hang out and masturbate here a lot.
I feel like sometimes people are just a little too mean to each other, so I'm here to kind of dilute like a cool river.
You know what, Wyatt? You shut your horn mouth.